Before buying medicines in Japan, there are a few things you should know. How many you can guess? Let's look at the top 5 features of Japanese OTC medicine. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jun, a licensed pharmacist from Japan. On this channel, I share basic information and introduce healthcare products you can find in Japan. And just quick reminder, please make sure to check the disclaimer before we start. Okay, first of all, let's do the quick review. In Japan, medicines are broadly divided into two categories. One is prescription medicines, which require a doctor's prescription, and the other is OTC medicine, which you can easily buy at any drugstore. This video is all about the OTC ones. Let's start with quick quiz. How many ingredients do you think are in this famous cold medicine from Japan? Pavlon Gold. It's very famous medicine in Japan. It's a class 2 OTC medicine, which means you can buy it at a drugstore without prescription. Take a moment and think about it. If you forgot what class 2 OTC medicines are, check out episode 1 for a quick review. The answer is 7 active ingredients and 11 additives. Together, they include expectorants, cough suppressants, nasal decongestants, pain relievers, caffeine, and vitamins. This makes it one of the most ingredient-rich medicines in the world. In Japan, OTC medicines often contain many ingredients to create a one-for-all effect, meaning one product that can help with several symptoms. This approach is quite different from the philosophy behind the medicines in other countries, especially in Western countries. In Japan, you could say that many over-the-counter medicines use an Omotenashi formula. Omotenashi means kind thought for hospitality. This idea is one of the medicine can conveniently cover many different symptoms at once. So these products often contain lots of active ingredients, so you can treat several symptoms together. It's kind of like saying, if we shoot many arrows, at least some of them will hit the target. On the other hand, in Western countries, the design is usually more simple and more logical. Each product tends to have fewer active ingredients. This idea there is to take only the specific ingredient you really need for your current symptom. Here is the first feature. Japanese OTC medicines often use many ingredients to treat different symptoms at once. Some products even contain more than 10 active ingredients. Of course, this has both advantages and disadvantages. Japanese medicines are very convenient, but it's important to pay attention to the possible downsides. If you take ingredients you don't really need, it could lead to unexpected side effects. Okay, did you understand feature 1?
To master Japanese drugstores, grab our full guide. It covers everything you need to know.
The second feature is wide variety of products. When you visit a Japanese drugstore, you'll see so many items packed tightly on shelves, like this. This is actually the result of pharmaceutical companies trying to meet every customer's needs. Here are the key points I want you to remember. First, even with the same product series, there are often many different versions. There are tons of products that just slightly change one ingredient. Second, product names might differ from one company to another, but sometimes they contain almost the same ingredients. There are so many products, it's hard to choose, and so many look alike. Here's a photo of the actual shelf. Even Japanese people take time to understand the differences between them. Now please take a look at this slide. Even within just one brand, the famous Ruru cold medicine series, there are so many different types. All of them treat colds. Each one slightly changes the active ingredients depending on the main symptoms, like a sore throat, coughing, or a fever. That's why there are so many variations of the same brands. In Japan, it's very common for companies to build one brand and then expand it into many rated products. But here is something important for your safety. If you take two products of OTC medicine at the same time, you might accidentally take overlapping active ingredients. As we discussed in feature 1, each product already contains many different ingredients. So always remember, take only one OTC medicine at a time. Of course, if the ingredients are not duplicated, there is usually no problem, but it is just difficult to judge. Another reason why there are so many products is that many different companies make very similar medicine. Take a look at these products. They look different, but they actually contain exactly the same ingredients. This kind of overlap is not rare in Japan. In fact, you can find many examples like this. Some companies try to stand out by slightly changing the ingredients or their amount. In these cases, it's often the best to choose based on the price, the dosage form like tablets or powders, or simply the brand name you trust. Okay, this is feature 2, many product variety. The third feature is how often new products come out in Japan's OTC market. Major brands in Japan launch new or renewed products almost every single year. But most of these changes are actually quite small, just a slight update in the formula or a little tweak in a packaging. Of course, there are very few cases with truly new active ingredients. Still, each one is promoted as a brand new item. This consistent wave of new releases keeps market fresh, competitive, and always changing. It's quite common for Japanese brands to launch a premium version just by adding one ordinary ingredient. But remember, words like premium or deluxe don't always mean better quality. A flashy, shiny box doesn't necessarily mean it works better. So stay objective and always check the ingredient list carefully. This is the explanation for feature 3. The first feature is that safety always comes first in Japan's OTC medicine. These products are designed to be mild and safe, with a very low risk of side effects. In other words, they focus more on safety than on having strong effects. Many of the active ingredients used in OTC medicines today were originally used in prescription drugs. When a prescription ingredient becomes available for OTC use, it's called a switch OTC. So what exactly is a switch OTC? It has the same meaning as prescription to OTC switch or RX to OTC switch. In other words, it means the reclassification of a medicine from a prescription drug to a non-prescription or OTC product. A switch OTC ingredient is one that has already been proven safe and effective when used as a prescription medicine. After its safety has been well confirmed, it's reclassified and made available as an OTC medicine. Let's take a quick detour and look at the social side of OTC medicine. In the past, sleeping pills were linked to many suicides in Japan. Some OTC cough medicines in Japan contain codeine in low doses. Unfortunately, the misuse of OTC drugs by young people has become a serious social issue. Cough medicines, sleeping aids, and cold remedies, some people take too much of this. This is an important point. Even ordinary over-the-counter medicines can be dangerous if they are misused. This is the explanation of feature 3. The first feature is the use of Kampo and crude drugs. In Japan, it's quite common for OTC medicines to include herbal or crude drugs or natural substances obtained from plants, animals, or minerals. When several types of these ingredients are combined in accurate amounts, they form what's known as a Kampo medicine. It's also common for herbal ingredients to be combined with synthetic drugs in a single product. A formula becomes Kampo medicines when it includes a defined set and amount of a specific herbal ingredient. Around 300 Kampo formulas can be sold as OTC drugs in Japan, but most stores have only 10 to 30 kinds available. For many foreigners, Kampo can be a bit challenging. The reason for this is explained here. There are just so many types that it's hard to choose one that really fits your body condition. And the taste is quite unique, and sometimes a little bitter. Many Kampo medicines aim to improve overall balance, so they are meant to be taken for a certain period of time rather than for quick relief. And yes, they can be a bit more expensive than regular OTC medicines. One famous example is Kakonto, the most well-known Kampo formula. It's commonly used at the early stage of a cold. The two most recognized Kampo manufacturers are Tsumura and Kurashi. In the book that I'm publishing, I explain this in more detail, but here I'll just give you a quick overview. The fifth feature is a wide variety of formulations. Found in Japan of these medicines, there are so many different dosage forms available: capsules, liquids, sprays, suppositories, already disintegrating tablets, sub-ring of tablets, and even patches. Consumers can choose based on their preference, age, or situation. For example, children or elderly people may prefer liquid forms. Another unique point is Japan's PTP packing system. Here, PTP stands for Press-Through Package. It was developed in Japan, and it's an individual blister package designed with humidity control, hygiene, and safety in mind. This is the feature 5. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Here is a quick summary of today's lesson. Today we look at the top 5 features of Japanese OTC medicines. In short, Japanese OTC products are known for their high safety and for being very well designed and detailed. I hope these insights help you when you shop for medicines in Japan. And how about your country? What are the differences you have noticed in OTC products? Please share your thoughts in the comment below. In the next episode, we'll talk about how to choose the right medicine. So stay tuned and I'll see you again in the next video. お疲れ様でした。